Inhale your hands to heart center. Sharing Om one time. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, release, and let's meet in the middle of the mat in goddess pose. So face the long side of your mat, nice distance between the feet. Feet are parallel or pointed out. This time we do have duck feet. So standing with our feet wider than the hips. Inhale the arms up. As we exhale, bend the elbows, bringing the 90-degree angle with the wrist and hands. Just take a quick look. Elbows are at shoulder height. Roll the shoulders back. As we exhale, bend the knees. Try not to let your knees come in. Keep them out. So a little external rotation as always. Hold here. Feel the weight centered over the toes and then over the heels. And find that nice centered space. If you feel that you're sticking your butt out, engage the core a little bit. Interior pelvic tilt, so we can lengthen the spine. Let's hold here. Remember, if you're feeling tension over the knees, come up out of the pose a little bit, or think about really engaging by the inner thigh by lifting the arch, bringing focus to the big toe, outer heel, exterior rotation of both hips, and that takes the tension right off the knees. Stay here a little bit longer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sink a little deeper. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms up high. Exhale, hands come down to your sides. Keeping your feet where they are, let's roll down into a nice forward fold. Drop the head. Exhale, round the shoulders, and come down. Feel that alignment of your hips in line with your heels. Go slow enough so that you can feel that. As you get to the bottom, go ahead, release the hands. Perhaps you're hanging out to your ankles or big toe, or you like to do hand to elbow and just hang the head. Counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's roll up. Lift the head, lengthen the back, bring the hands to the front of your legs. And then as you inhale, tuck the hips, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, slide the hands back up the body. As you come back up to the original position. Swan dive, forward fold. Open up the palms, inhale the hands up. As you exhale, bend at the hips. Arms extend out to the side as we swan dive all the way down. At the bottom, we release the arms, towards the mat or towards our ankles or big toes. Hold here. This time, let's roll those shoulders behind us so they're not hanging out by our ears. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping our hands on the mat, lift the head, lengthen the back. Now perhaps you need to walk your hands a little bit more forward so that they're underneath your shoulders. Inhale, let's walk our hands to the right foot, centering the pelvis in the middle. From here, drop the head towards the right knee. Keep trying to lengthen through the hamstring. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To come out, lift the head, lengthen the back. So you lift up the back a little bit, and then we're going to inhale again and walk the hands to center. So I'm not quite in a half back, but I'm definitely not just hanging down. Let's do it the other side. As you inhale, walk your hands to the left foot, keep the pelvis in the center. Once you get there, exhale and extend the torso over the left leg. Try to keep your hips square. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back, lift up just a little bit so that you can inhale and walk back to the center. And then exhale, forward fold, dropping the head in between the legs towards the mat. Draw those shoulders away from your ears. Take a little check. Make sure that your buttocks and your weight hasn't gone backwards, that you're still in a nice plane with your heels. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, let's come up to a half back. Lift the head, lengthen the back, lift up to half back. Arms are extended down at the mat. Inhale, extend the arms in front of you so your head is in between your arms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Let's come back to a half back. Open up the hand, inhale the arms up. Okay, stay right here, drop the shoulders. Commit to memory right now, that muscle mind memory, that your head is in between your both arms. And now hinging from the hips as you exhale, come halfway down. So we're extending forward. I'm not letting my shoulders round, doing my best to keep the head in between. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out of the pose, inhale, let's come all the way up. And exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Once you get to the bottom, release the hands to the mat. Roll the shoulders back. If you can, fingertips are in line with the toes. Keeping the head down. Inhale, walk your hands to the right foot, but this time let your left hip open up so that there's more weight on the right hip. So I'm no longer centering my pelvis. And maybe now you can reach your left hand on the outside of the right foot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, walk back to center. Exhale, walk to the left. Again, you're extending through the right leg, cocking the hip towards the left, and reaching on the outside of that left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Coming out of the pose with a nice straight back, lift the head, lengthen the back. Inhale the arms, so the head is in between the arms. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into goddess pose. Hold here in goddess. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out, inhale, straighten the knees, hands come up, and exhale, release the hands. Let's come down to the mat now. Coming into a wide straddle pose. Again, use a cushion underneath your seat bones if you need to. Bring your block or your cushion, another one in front of you, so we can use it as a prop. All right, we're in position, we have all our props. Forward fold to the left side, turn the torso to the left. Hands are on either side of the left knee. Now before we do anything, look at your left leg. Toes and knee are pointing up, check. Take a quick glance at your right leg. Knee and toes are pointing up. I'm sitting nicely on my seat bones. We're going to hold this pose for 4 minutes. So we go down halfway the first time, sitting up nice and straight. Hands on either side of the knee, roll the shoulders back. Take a breath in and exhale, come halfway down. Now you can just hold it like this, or if you want to use your prop, you just kind of rest your head or perhaps your hands on a prop and just hang out here. So this is a wonderful time to come into that breath, an equal breath, equal inhale, equal exhale. As you exhale, come down a little bit more. Not yet all the way, not yet to 100%. Hold here. Exhale, come into the pose 100% for you today. Try not to lose contact with that right sits bone. Slowly making our way out of the pose. Let's stop at the halfway mark. As you inhale, come up halfway. And let's hang out here for a minute. Releasing the pose all together. Lift the head, lengthen the spine, and then as you inhale, draw the hands back towards the center of the body and face the middle. Let's bring our prop to the other side. So as we're holding this, we're doing our best to keep the focus on that beautiful equal inhale and exhale, and just stay present in every breath for the next 4 minutes. Coming into position, hands are on either side of the knee. Take a breath in and exhale, come down a third of the way or half of the way and hold here. And exhale, let's come down a little further. And exhale again. Let's come to the full expression of our pose today. Really extending the spine over that leg, grounding through the left hip. And inhale, let's come up halfway now. Slowly coming out of the pose. Let's pause here. Coming out of the pose all together, lift the head, lengthen the back, and then inhale and let's slide our hands all the way to center and face the middle. Go ahead, fold the legs into an easy sitting pose, Sukhasana, sitting up nice and straight. Getting ready for a spinal twist. Left hand to the right knee, inhale the right arm up. Square the torso, keep the shoulders in one line. Exhale again, find a twist. Exhale again and bring the right hand behind you. Lengthening the spine, engaging the abdominal obliques. Counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, inhale the right arm up behind you. Exhale, return to center and release the right arm down. Opposite side, right hand to left knee, inhale the left arm up. Get nice and square, lengthen the back. Exhale, find the twist. Bring both shoulders behind you. Exhale again, release the left arm behind you, and you're in your twist. Counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, inhale the left arm up behind you. Exhale, return to the center and release the left hand. Coming into a wide straddle once more. For forward fold, go ahead and bring your cushion or your block in front of you to rest on. And let's go down 1/3 of the way. So shoulders back, hands in front. Look at your legs, they're in the proper position. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, fold down about 1/3 of the way, and let's hold here for 1 minute. And let's exhale again and come down another 1/3 of the way. Keep extending the spine forward as you go down. To the best of your ability, making sure the toes and the knees are still pointing up towards the sky. And on your next exhale, let's come into the full pose to our capacity today. Gently rising up to 50%, holding here. And fully coming out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back, and let's slide our hands back towards the center, sitting up nice and straight. Again, come into a cross-legged position. Perhaps if your right leg was in front last time, you switch it up. So the opposite leg is in front. Hands are on both knees, torso rotations. I bring the left shoulder towards the right knee and I make nice big circles. So let's take a breath in and exhale, begin. Coming all the way down. The center, you inhale, bringing the right shoulder towards the left knee. Come back and continue on. Make it as big and as slow as you like. Take your time. Let's do 4 rotations on each side. I've got 2 more and then I'll meet you in the center. And we meet back in the center. And let's come into a nice wide straddle once more. This time coming into a revolved forward fold. So that means that I'm going to have a little half twist and we'll come into the full expression from the beginning. So you take your left hand and you cross it over your body and you bring it towards your right thigh. This is a great time to check that both legs are in proper position, knees and toes are pointing up. Take that right hand, inhale it up, square up the torso. Now as I exhale to the left, I'm trying to keep my torso forward rather than letting my shoulders come down. And I do a side bend to the left. Now you don't have to touch your toes here because you want to try and keep this right shoulder up as you come down. Also, ground through that right hip. And let's hold here. Counting down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold it a little bit longer. Really try and let go of any tension on the right side so that you can lengthen the spine. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, inhale, straighten the torso back up. And exhale, release the right hand. Opposite side, right hand crosses over towards the left leg. Inhale the left arm up. Check both legs, they're in a nice position. Torso is square towards the front. Ground through that left seat bone. Exhale, find your side bend. And take your time. You probably noticed the second count of 8, you were able to relax a little bit more. We're lengthening the spine, shining the heart as we go down. If your neck gets tired looking up, no problem, just look down at your knee. First count of 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale again. Let's see if we can sink a little deeper, really releasing a little more tension through the left side of the body. And let's hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming out of the pose, inhale, let's come up. Come back to center and release the left arm down. Let's do another forward fold. So get your block, your cushion in front of you. Coming down 1/3 of the way. Hands are on either side of your block or cushion. Roll the shoulders up and back. Quick glance at your legs. Good position. Take a breath in and exhale, come down. 1/3 of the way and hold. Try to stay focused here. Your breath is your friend. The more you control and regulate the breath, the more the central nervous system is going to relax and allow the release of tension for this stretch. And let's exhale and come down a little bit more. Exhale, come down to the full expression today. And then inhale, come up halfway. And coming completely out of the pose, lift the head, lengthen the back, and let's draw the hands back towards the body. Bring the feet in front of you or legs in front of you. Shake it out a little bit. And let's come to our back, knees to chest, roll from side to side. And all together, let's come to the center and deepen the pose. Holding here for another slow count. So you see, when you're doing your own practice on your own, just say, okay, I'm going to do 30 minutes or I'm going to do an hour today, and just go slow. Take your time, because you saw the difference for yourselves from when you do that forward straddle fold, the increased relaxation that you had the second time around. So take your time. Same thing with this pose. This pose has so many therapeutic benefits that you want to spend more than 30 seconds. You like to stay here 1 minute, maybe 2. So yoga doesn't have to be physically challenging to be beneficial. Counting down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come into a nice bridge pose. So release the knees, bringing the feet behind the buttocks. Feet are flat on the mat, hip width apart. Release the hands underneath, or no, pardon. Release the hands on the sides of the hips, palms down. Using a pelvic tilt, we will raise the hips and shine the heart. All together, take a breath in. Exhale, contract, tilt, and continue lifting the hips up. As the weight now comes to the upper back, your shoulder blades are freed and you can roll the shoulders underneath you, perhaps clasp the hands or even your ankles, and then shine the heart. Long neck, no tension in the head or the neck. Keep lifting up through the rib cage, through the chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the pose, take a breath in first, and as you exhale, slowly release the shoulders, hands, spine comes down, and you release the pelvic tilt. Let's come right into a nice fish pose, Matsyasana. Hands come underneath the butt, extend the legs, toes and heels together, point the toes. Weight now is on the hands and the forearms. You can feel it there. As you inhale, lift the torso up and look down your body. Point the toes. Inhale, shine the heart, drop the shoulders behind you. Exhale, drop the head, gently bring it back to the mat. Very light contact. Shine the heart, use the same muscles that you did in the bridge to open up through the chest. Point the toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming out, take a breath in, exhale, release the head, shoulders come down, release the hands, and knees to chest once more. You can rock from side to side or stay here in stillness. And let's come into a nice spinal twist here. Release the hands to the sides like a bird. Bring the knees over the hips. Exhale, knees fall to the right, you look to the left. And let's hold this in stillness for 2 minutes. And coming out of the pose, back to the center. Everyone take a breath in. And as you exhale, contract, tilt, the knees float to center. Hold here. And on your next exhale, opposite side, knees fall to the left, you look to the right. And let's hold this in stillness. Coming out of the pose, take a breath in, exhale, contract, tilt, float the knees back to center. Bring the knees closer to the chest, inhale, hands to knees. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders off the mat, bringing your forehead towards your knees. Drop the shoulders down, drop the hips down, hold here, rolled up like a little ball. To release the pose, as you exhale, gently roll the shoulders down, bring the head to the floor. Exhale, release the hands to the mat, palms up, next to your hips. As you exhale again, gently bring the feet to the mat, behind your buttocks. Let your knees drop inward towards one another so they're supporting one another. And you can stay like this for your Savasana if that feels good, especially on the lower back. Or you can extend one leg at a time down the mat and come into a more traditional Savasana, whatever works for you. If you'd like to enjoy your Savasana a little bit longer, please do so. If we're ready to come out, let's bring a little bit more focused attention to the movement of the body, beginning with the toes and the fingers, the wrists and the ankles. Keeping our breath nice and soft. Staying here mentally in the practice as we slowly change our awareness from Savasana into a more alert awareness as we bring movement back to the body. The knees and the hips, elbows and shoulders. And then all together, let's roll onto our right-hand side and make our way to a nice seated position. Sitting up nice and straight and tall, inhale our hands to heart center, sharing the pranava one time. Take a breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Exhale, bowing down to the teacher within. And inhale, come back up. Eyes are open, we're back into full awareness. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the day.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Corinne. Great class.
Yeah.
I'll just roll back to bed now. I can't walk anymore.
You've earned it.
Bye. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Bye.